Okay, so today we are going to capture some inventory, to capture some services that could be offered by our company, and then after we also capture some users into the system. Let's check our names for attendance purposes. Okay. Okay. So let's start off. So I said that today what I want us to look at most is capturing inventory. And how do we capture that inventory? To capture the inventory, we come to list. We want to capture items. So we come to list, select item list, item list. So these are some of our items. And they are the taxes that we captured. The VAT, and where I repeated VAT for the sake of others learning. So let me even outer this. I want this item to be out. I don't want to use it. So what you do, highlight that item that you want to delete, come to items and say delete item. Click on delete item. I captured it from the preferences. So this is supposed to be moved the order from the preferences. So let's capture some new items. Let me begin with, I think, the inventory part, and then afterwards we look at the services. So to capture a new item, you come down here where there is item, click on the drop down arrow and say new. You want to capture a new item. Which item are we capturing? It is an inventory. Like they are tangible items. So let me say I'm going to capture, let me say our company is dealing in computers, and now I want to capture some keyboards. So a keyboard falls under the inventory part. So I click on inventory, the type is inventory part, then the item name. The item name will be keyboard. Keyboard. I don't have a sub item of it, and then I also don't have the manufacturer's number. So what I do, I move to the unit of measure, because these are the most important things. Unit of measure, we select how are our keyboards supposed to be sold. Are they in pieces? Are they in boxes? Oh, so we add a unit of measure. We are going to be selling our keyboards in pieces, like we sell each keyboard. We count. That means our keyboards are in count. Like when you sell 5 keyboards, that means when you sell 5 pieces of keyboards, that means that you have just counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they follow under a unit of measure type called count. Click on count, then next. Here, I'm not having anything like pieces. I'm having each, pair, dozen. So I'm supposed to add in pieces because I want to sell a piece. Click on others, then click on next. Enter the name. Let it be pieces. Pieces, then the abbreviation, I'll call it a PC. To mean PC, let me use PCS to mean pieces. Then click on next, next, and then set name count by pieces. Then you say finish. Oh, that means I have to repeat. How did I reach this side? Okay, let me repeat. Cancel. So I told you today we are capturing items. And how do we capture items? Or we are capturing inventory or stock. How do you capture that? Come to list. To come to list, select item list because we want to capture items. Item list. Then this interface will appear having some items that you had entered before. Remember, we entered VAT where we said that we charge sales tax and we had to capture the tax name, which is VAT. So we want to add in some inventory. What do? You come down here where there is item, click on the drop down arrow, select a new item that you want to capture a new item. And I've told you the item I'm going to capture right now are keyboards. I assume our system is, our company is dealing in computers. So we look at the keyboard. I'm going to capture an item called keyboard. So that item doesn't follow under services. Instead, it falls under the inventory part. So click on inventory. That is the type of the good. Then come to the name, item name. I've said that we are going to be selling keyboards. We are capturing keyboards. Keyboards. Then the unit of measure. How do you measure these keyboards that you're selling? And I've said that the keyboards will be sold in pieces. So our unit of measure is pieces. I captured it. So let me take that. We shall look at when we are capturing another item, we shall see how to capture another unit of measure that is not in the system yet. Then we didn't set a markup. Okay, we shall see. Let's first come to edit. I want us to set a preference that is under markup because I want these things to be having the same markup. Okay. Let's come to edit, go to preferences, and then we move to time and expenses, which is down here. I want to capture markup. To set a markup, default markup percentage for most of my products. So I'll be depending on this. Let me say our default markup, let it be 50%. 50% for all the goods that we sell, we want a 50% profit. Then where do we put this markup when we get the money? Where is that money supposed to be allocated? Let it go to So after setting that markup, so I don't need to set another markup here because I already have a default one. So let's continue capturing our item. How much does this keyboard cost as in when we are buying it or when we are purchasing it? How much does it cost for us to get it? Let's say it costs us 5,000 each piece. Costs us 5,000. Then who is our preferred vendor? We don't have a preferred vendor. We may not have a fixed preferred vendor. Then we come to the price. Remember, we have already set a default markup that if this item, if we buy it at 5,000, how much, instead of setting up the sales price, since we decided to set a markup, a default markup for all our products, then the sales price will be set automatically. Then this item should be taxed. It should be taxed. Then when we get the income from here, where should it go? When we sell off this, where should that money go? Let's say it should be put under, we don't have one. When we make sales, this is for the computers. So the sales we make, let the sales that we make go to the computer hardware sales. When we are dealing with, when we are selling off computer items or computer parts. So let it go to computer hardware sales. Then you click OK. Then after that, we order points. When should we make an order? Let me say we are having 1,000 keyboards in our shop. Like when should we go and stock more of these keyboards? Let the system warn us when we are having just 100 pieces. Then on hand, let the opening stock be, okay, let our stock be, let me say, I've said let it be 1,000. So we make a reorder when we are having just 100, but at hand we are having 1,000. So if you are having 1,000, that means it costed us 5M to get that 1,000 pieces. So this, I'll take this to be our opening stock. You capture the date when you have purchased or when you have captured that information about the keyboard. So let me say we captured this on 1st Jan 2021. Then you can say okay. That is for the first item. We are going to capture another item. So I'm already having them here. I'm having keyboards. And even the pieces I'm having at the moment, they are 1,000. I haven't sold any. My unit of measure is price pieces. Then the sales price is 7,500 for each keyboard because I'm getting it at 5,000. So if I'm having a 50% profit, that means I'm supposed to sell it at 7,500. So let's capture another item. Let's capture another, let me say, the physical, a tangible item. Let it be let's say we are capturing monitors. That will be also inventory. So my item name will be monitor. Unit of measure. I will sell these monitors also in pieces. Let me take pieces. Then cost, how much is the monitor costing me to get it? Let me say I get a monitor at 50,000 each. I don't have a preferred vendor for that. I can buy it from anyone. Then the sales price. If I'm selling it at if I'm buying it at 50,000, how much should I be selling it? But I'm having a default markup already, which is 50%. That means I'm selling it at 75,000. It is taxable. I want it to be taxed. Then the account, let it go to computer hardware sales. Computer hardware sales. Then the order point, let primary order point be 100. That's when I should make another order. And at the moment, I'm having 450 pieces at the moment. So if I'm having 450 pieces, that means they costed me 22M at 22.5 M to get them. Then I bought this. This is my opening stock on 1st Jan. You should be vigilant with the date. Okay, setting up a markup. Okay. After capturing this, let me say, okay, then I go back to setting up a markup. So to set up a markup, come to edit. It's a preference. You come to edit, go to preferences, markup. A markup is found in time and expenses. Time and expenses, then you go to company preference, where you see default markup percentage. The percentage, like how much do you want, like if you get something at 50M, how much profit do you want from it? You get it at 50M, maybe for you want a profit of 50%. You want to get half of the sales price as your profit. So that's called the markup. You set it here, the default one. Though different products will be having different markup percentages. So if you are having 50% for most of your goods, there are those where you want to get more than 50%, and there are those where you will want to get less than 50%. So for this, you set the default markup. I can even select my default markup be 60%, but I prefer 50 so much. Let me go with 50. Then you set an account for the markup income that is made. This is the same as bank or capturing any other item, capturing any other account. Then there you can say, okay. Hope we are together. Then let's capture one more item. Let's capture, let me say Microsoft Windows system. We capture that. This will also be under the inventory part because these softwares are sold on CDs or flashes. So I'm selling CDs for these. So my inventory name, let it be Microsoft Windows software. Software. What's my unit of measure? Let me measure these. I will be counting them, but I'm going to enter another name. They will be also, let them be in packets, but they are supposed to be counted. Next, other, because I'm not having anything like packets here. So you click on other. Click on other to capture a name. Let me call this CD packet. CD pack. CD pack. Then the abbreviation, let it be cd.pack.tc, mean pack. Then next, then you finish. I count this in each pack for the CDs. Then what's the cost of these? I get them at 4,000. Then what's my percentage? So this time round, I don't want to show this at just 50%. Where I'm having, I want to set this. I want to set a sales price for myself. So what I do, I edit markup. I edit markup for this. I remove the 50%. I call it 0. I don't have a sales price, a markup there. That means I can set my own sales price. So let me set this to be 6,500. Then you can say, okay. So for it, it will set the markup according to the sales price that you have entered. Then I don't want these windows to be taxed. So what I say, they are non-taxable. Here, let's see, capture another name for non-tax items. I'm having none and taxable. So let me use let me say it's inclusive. I'll just put int just to mean the description should be inclusive, like they are tax. They are, let me say they are exclusive. To mean that they are excluded from paying tax. Exclusive, meaning non-taxable. So I have to make this code active. I click here to make the sales tax code active. Then you say, okay. So they are non-tax. Make it active. Okay. Then the income, where should this go? Let it go to computer software sales. the income account, let it be computer software sales. So remember, the account I'm having in yet at the moment is computer hardware sales. Now I want it to go to computer software sales. So I capture the name of my account. Let it be computer software sales account. And you say, okay. Then what should be my reorder point? What should be my reorder point? Let it be at 75 parts. And at the moment, at hand, I'm having 90 of them. So what is my total value? If I'm having 90 and I'm buying them at 4,000, that means in total I spent 360 on this. So what should be my opening stock date? Because I'm capturing opening stock, let it be 1st Jan, because it's when my fiscal year starts. Then let's also capture a service, some services. So we capture a new item. I want to capture a service. We are capturing inventory. Now I want us to capture some services. So the type should be service. What should be which service are we providing this time around? Let's say we are providing computer training services. Computer training service. Computer training services. And how should they be measured? Let it be measured in hours. So here I measure using time. My unit of measure is time. So I'm measuring per hour. I'm charging per hour that I sit with you to teach you how to use a computer. Then next, finish. Then the rate, at which rate each hour I'm charging you let me say I'm charging you 3,000 per hour. That I sit with you or I'm teaching you. Then let this service not be taxed. Then which account should this money be put in? Which account? Let it be in the sales, in the service or service revenues, because I'm operating a service or I'm providing a service revenue. Then you can say save and close. That's for the service. Then you say, okay. Let me capture another service. Let me say consultants or consultation service. Okay. For the service, this was the computer training service. Let me go to another service so that you can get it from there. Come to edit. I'm capturing another service. My service name, let it be consultation. Consultation service or consultation, yes. Then the unit of measure, I also want to measure this in time. And I'll be charging per hour. That means I'm taking this time by the hour. Then the rate, at which rate each hour I spend with you just consulting me about computers, I'll be charging you 5,000. And I want this to be non-taxable. Let me leave it to be taxed. And then the account, let it go under the service revenue. Who had asked me? We're together now. We're together about the service part. And more service. Either to capture a service, services are not like inventory, are not like tangible goods. So for them, when you are charging them, we charge either per minute or per hour or per second. So when capturing them, let me capture another service. Let me say, I'm going to market for you. Let me say I'm going to be marketing for you. Even marketing, I'm just giving a service because I'm not giving you a physical commodity. So I'm providing to you a marketing service. Let me say for me, I'm having my farm and I'm dealing in different products, but as I'm seated there, I can also be marketing for you, or I give you a platform where you can put your goods for marketing. Let me give you an example of TV. When you are watching a certain channel, let me say you are watching some news. There is some time where they say, let's go for a break. That break, they are providing a service where they bring in where they market some products for some companies. Let me say MTN, they are marketing for MTN Pulse. So every minute or every second that advertisement is there, they are being charged. So that means for them, they are being charged a second. Some of the people or companies that advertise via radios or TVs, they are being charged per second, not per minute, per second. So the unit of measure, let me say now here, my unit of measure will be, I come and edit the time. I told you when you are providing services, most times we charge, or we charge depending on the time we spend. So I would say I'm charging per minute. Every minute your product is on my platform, I charge you. Then next, I'm charging per minute, time per minute, then you finish. That is my unit of measure for marketing. Then how much do I charge you for every minute that I spend talking about your product? Let me say I'll be charging you 2,000 for every minute I spend. That means if I spend hours, the more minutes I spend. If I spend 10 minutes talking about your product, that is already 20K for my time that I've spent. If I spend an hour, that means it is already 120,000. You get? So this item, it can either be taxed or non-taxed. let me say it is tax. Then which account, where do I put the money that I get from the, where do I put the money that I get from providing a service? And I said that that will be the service revenue account. Then you say, okay, either we together now, don't want to continue without being together. Okay, so now let me continue. I think that will be enough for us. Okay. I think let me capture one item that doesn't follow under inventory. You need it, you bought it for the company to use it. But remember, inventory, they are those goods that you are going to be selling off. You purchase them and you are supposed to sell them off. So let me capture those that are not supposed to be sold off. So let me say the company bought some, let me see what, the company bought some chairs. So we capture the non-inventory part. The company bought some chairs to be used by the employees or even to be used by the customers as the waiting area. So it is non-inventory. Let me say there are chairs, office chairs, unit of measure, because they are also bought in. Let me say they bought a piece. Then the price for each piece, let me say it was 50,000. And we paid tax for this. So which account should be affected? This will be the non-inventory, so we are supposed to set in. Let me say the company, let me not say even it bought them. Let me say it sold off these assets. They were assets. Like they were tired of these office chairs and they decided to sell them off. Where should this money be put? It is an income, so let it be put under the non-inventory sales. They got an income, but after selling off some items that are not part of the inventory. Remember, inventory, there are those things that you deal in, but this time around, you decided to sell off some of your shares that you are not in, that were no longer in use. So here you can say, okay. I see my people are being disturbed by the network. So let's capture some customers and we call it off. I think let's capture something like 2 customers, and then we call it a day. Because again, that's what I had prepared for us today. Hope we are together with how to capture inventory, how to capture items into the system. So we can close that interface, come back to this home. Let me see. As these accounts, it is advisable. No, they are not many. I told you, now this, we are capturing them just in favor of learning, or capturing, getting skills. But I told you it will always depend on your company policies. Because maybe I've captured some inventory, I've captured some services, but you may find that your company is just selling only one product and you're just supposed to capture that. Hope we are clear then. Let's capture some customers. To capture customers, to enter customers or customer information into your system, you come to customer center, to customers, where we have file edit work, you come to customers. Go to customer center. Go to customer center, and then we add in a new customer because we're having none. You see here we are having new customer and job, new transactions. We want new customer because we are capturing just customers. Click on the drop down arrow, then say new customer. We are capturing a new customer. So the customer name, let it be Sebagalantan. Sebagala and Sons, Computer Services, Computer Center. So as I told you that the customer name most times is again the company name. So I will just copy this. Okay. Let me repeat. To reach out to this interface for customers, I told you come to customers on the menu list. Click customers. When you click customers, go to customer center. Click on customer center. This interface will appear. This is the interface that shows all your customers and their transactions. Then go to app on the customer interface. There is what we call new customer. There is a menu list again. Or the main menu, go to new customer and job. Click on the drop down arrow and select the new customer. Like new customer, here I said we are having Sebagalantan. My customer name is Sebagalantan. Sebagalantan Computer Center. So this customer name is again the company name. I capture that, I just copy this, right click and copy. Then I paste it under the customer, the company name. Then what is this opening balance? at the moment, this person is having, we are demanding Sebagal and Sons some 450,000. So this is by 1st Jan, because we are capturing opening balances. When our fiscal year starts, it is 1st Jan. Sorry for that. So this person, this opening balance here, it means, remember, Sebagal and Sons is our customer. That means by the end of the other fiscal year, we are demanding Sebagal and Sons some money. We are demanding Sebagal and Sons some money. So his opening balance is, that means Sebagal and Sons is at data at the moment, according to the balances having. So if we want to reach out to Sebagal and Sons, whom do we contact? His currency is paying us in Ugandan shillings. If he wasn't paying us in Ugandan shillings, we could capture another currency. Remember, we said that we are using multiple currencies. So then, if we want to contact Sebagal and Sons, whom should we reach out to? That means this is a manager. Let me say is the manager for Sebagala and Sons Computer Center, our customer. So we shall contact Mr. Yes, please.
Help bring some little salt as you're coming.
Pardon? Yeah. Okay. I again repeat focus. Let me see. Okay. I think I repeated that. So, whom should we are capturing this. Let's say this is the manager for Sebagala and Sons. Let's say is Mr. Musime Ivan. Let him be Mr. Musime. Musime. Let me say is having an initial of the Musimeke Ivan. Then, what's his job title? What's like What's his position in this company? Let's say it's the procurement manager or the procurement officer. The procurement officer in this company. Then, can we contact him directly? Yes. Let his main contact be let it be, let's say it's using +256. It's 414-700-811 +256 414-700-811. That's the main contact. Then the work phone, let it be +256 414-700-823. Then his mobile, Mr. Musime's mobile, let it be +256 707 125 100. Then, if we fail to get him to do all these, I think we can use the fax, which is +256 414 700 200. That's the fax. If we fail to get him via all these contacts, we can go via the mail. Let it be we can get him via the mail. Let it be info at hands info@hands.com. Then we can also get him via the mail, via the website, which is www.hands.com. Then, after all that is captured, we need to capture the address where we're supposed to ship. In case we are supposed to send him the products, where we're supposed to take them. So you come to ship to, we are having address details here, invoice or bill to the name. Then ship the goods to, or ship to, if we enter the address, ship to address name, let it be Sebagal & Sons. Sebagala and Sons. Then the postal address, that means the P.O. box. Let it be P.O. Box 20012 city. Which city? Let that be Kampala. We don't have a province in Uganda. We don't have the zip code. It is 256. Then the country or the region, let it be Uganda. Uganda. Then you say, okay, that is the postal address. Then you can say, then let's come to the payment settings. Account number, if we are to pay him or supposed to send money, let it be put on 77 844 52. That is account number. Then payment terms. Let the payment terms be, we set this. There are these here, but they are not the ones that we need. We set up our own. We add new. These are just payment terms. They are payment terms. Net due in standard. It's supposed to pay back in case it takes goods on credit. It's supposed to pay back in within the payment terms. Add new payment. It's supposed to pay back within the first 30 days. Then, if we pays back before the 30 days are done, if we pays back before the 30 days are done, let me say we give him a discount. Which discount should we give him? 3.5%. Let's say we give him 3.5% in case he pays back within the first 15 days. Are we together? Then we have to make this term. Term is inactive. Let's make it active. Then we say, okay. Payment terms. Let's say this is debt payment. Debt payment. Then you say, okay, make it active. Yes. If he's supposed to pay, if he is paying back this debt, then these are the things he has to follow when he's paying back. If he pays back within the first 15 days, out of the 30 days we give him to clear the debt, we give him a discount. Oh, payment section. You see, at first when we are in the customer center, the first thing we capture is the address information about a certain customer. Then down there is payment settings. That's where we capture the payment settings as they are provided. Then tax. This person is, let me say this person pays tax and is under, let's use inclusive this time around, which is in, meaning inclusive for taxable. I make the tax code active. Okay, so make it active. So this person is included in that tax and is paying VAT. And then let's see, are we having another information to capture? Yes, the customer type. This person, he can be a retailer, he can be a wholesaler, just an advertiser. So let's say this person is a wholesale buyer. Then job info, there's nothing we need to capture from here. So you say, okay. Yes. So Seva Galanchant has been captured into our system, and this is the information about him. So I think let's capture one more. Let's capture one more. Let's capture one more customer and we call it a day. We come back, we are still in our interface for the customers. So come to the customer center, go to new customer, click on the drop down arrow, select new customer, because we are going to capture another customer. So new customer, let's say our new customer is, let this person be international today. So let's say it's one Sang International Limited. One Sang International Limited. This person is having an opening balance of negative 10,000. That means he is demanding the business. And of which date? As of 1st Jan. As of 1st Jan. Company name, I told you just copy this. Right click, copy, and then paste it under company name. Then whom do we reach out to this time round? This person is paying us in Ugandan shillings, although it's an international. So this person has to, whom do we reach out to when contacting One Sang Limited? Let's say we reach out to Miss Namuleme. Miss Namuleme Aisha. The last name, I want it there. Aisha. What's her job title? She's the purchasing officer. Purchasing officer. Then the contact through which we can reach to Ms. Namuleme, let's say it is +25631310457. Then the work phone. Let the work phone be, let's say +256 313 Then the phone, the main phone, let it be +256 787 411 500. Then the fax, in case we fail to get him through all these contacts, let the fax be plus 256 414 100 255. Then the email, in case we fail to get, let's say, Namuleme Aisha, using all contacts, then we can send her an email on info@pal.com. Or we can reach out to her via the website, which is www.pal.com. Hope we are still following. Then we enter the customer's address. Let our customer's address be where are we sending this? We are sending the products to One Sang International. Limited. Then the postal address, let it be p.o.box 51, let me say 5174, and in which it is this person. Let's say this person is in Masindi, and the code is 256, and then which country is within Uganda. Within Uganda, then you can say okay. Then moment. No, there is some information I want us to capture. Then let's look at the payment. The payment setting. This person has an account. In case we are going to just send him his money or her money, we put it on that account number. Then the payment terms. In case this person, we are demanding him and decides to pay back, this will be payment of debt. Let me call it payment of debt. Payment of debt. In case we give this person things on credit, we expect this person to pay back within the first 30 days. If he pays back, we expect this person to pay back within 30 days. If she pays back within the first 12 days, let's give her a percentage of 1.2% discount in case she pays back within the first 12 days. Then here we can say okay. Then okay. Credit limit. This person, let's give her a credit limit of 5M. You can only give these people things on credit that amount to 5M. Then the price level. Price levels, we shall look at them next time. How we set these price levels. Then let's go to the sales tax. Is this person taxable? No, this person doesn't pay tax, so she's exclusive from VAT. Any other information about her? What's the customer name? This person is a retail buyer. You don't have anything like job information, then you can say, okay, yes. Let's edit this person. We have made this person active. The customer is inactive. It's supposed to be active. So we say, okay. Yeah, she's active. There, all here, these are our customers. To get the information about each customer, you just click in that customer and the system will move direct to the customer information. So that is all we had for today.